Currency, if you're out there, you're watching this, listen to this, man, look, reach out, man. I'm telling you, she got that vibe music.
Hey, Playboy, run this shit, ho.
What up? Welcome to the
Fuck out of here.
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 podcast show. And I'm the guy that never lies unless I have to. Sayso.
And it's your man today, DJ True. What it is, what it do.
And we have a special guest this morning. This morning, I'm tripping.
This afternoon, this evening, whenever you listen to it. However,
we have a special guest this evening. She's in, I don't know how to categorize it, R&B or neo soul or
vibe, because she gives off vibes to me.
Oh, all right. Yeah, all those.
Yeah.
Okay, all those similar. Let's give a round of applause for Miss Jazzy. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh man, we chilling. So with this podcast, before we always start the podcast, we always have
Sayso moment.
all right, y'all know when it's like hot and like certain rooms be hot. So I went Google it and they were saying like it might be something wrong with your duct or it might be your vent not open or something with AC. But like this is a new spot, so it's like why the hell is so hot in the room?
Mm-hmm. No, I had that issue in my apartment.
You got that issue too?
I had it when I first moved in. They claimed everything was taken care of. And then the first night it was so hot that it was like 85 degrees. So I had to file like 3 maintenance reports so that they knew it was an emergency and they had to fix it. But it was hot. And I moved in like June in Atlanta. Hot.
Yeah, because like upstairs.
Well, I'm on the 3rd floor. So yeah, upstairs.
Yeah, okay. Well, because like I got a 2-story crib and like my upstairs, like the thermostat says 80 degrees. And like I'm like downstairs it says 70. So I'm like, what?
Oh man.
I don't know. But I'm about to call them people because there's some bullshit. Because I still got it. And that was
Sayso moment.
Dang.
right.
That's what.
I know, but whatever. Shit happens. So let's get this interview started.
Okay.
Jazzy.
What's good?
Ain't nothing but a G thing. She got her little, when y'all see it, if y'all listening, unless y'all got the visual, she got pink on. She got her makeup done. She
got currency in the back, Jet Life. She got Nip. Yeah.
Watch rap riders, especially when I'm creating. It just helps the vibe.
That's what's up. So, man, not ma'am, I'm sorry. So, ma'am. I got in trouble last time I did that. So,
no, I'm cool. It's cool.
Let us know where it all started. Tell us.
I'm
sorry. I'm sorry. Basically, what made you get into music?
I've been doing music forever. So I was raised in a family church. It was a Church of God of Prophecy in the country of South Carolina. And it seemed like everybody in my family could sing or play some kind of instrument. So I grew up with aunties that didn't even need microphones. They were just belching these notes. And once we left that church and went to A&E, I was just singing in the choir forever, singing in school plays and musicals. I was always that weird girl that was performing in places. So I've been doing.
That's what's up. Okay. You can like, is she cutting off or is it just me?
No, it's like your over speaker, like it would.
Oh, okay.
It would, well, but just like, let her talk. And then,
Okay.
I didn't laugh.
Nah, you good. This dude, man.
All right, Miss Jazzy. So basically, what I really want to know is like, what do you categorize your music? Because like I said, I couldn't give it a clarification.
Yeah.
So I want to know like, what genre do you you know, want to flow down, or is it like really? Because I listen to some of you. I follow you on Instagram, so I listen to like when you make your beats and how you vibe out, and when you like you do your melodies and stuff, and I'll be like, okay, she's like a neo soul type, and then like sometimes you be like more into it. I'll be like, okay, so that's like hip hop R&B, and then sometimes you just be vibed out. So like I don't know how to categorize it. So if you can like explain it to the guests, like basically like what if you even if it's more than one, just explain because I don't want to just categorize your music because it seems like you very broad with it. So
Okay. So when I do beats, my beat making is separate than Jaszy Shavers as an artist. I try to keep all of the genres open with like different ideas for different artists. So when I sell beats, I try to make it, whether it's hip hop, R&B, I've done dance and electronic beats, but for me as an artist that sings more R&B soul, and I'm still redefining what I consider R&B soul, because like today I made some beats that my boyfriend said sounded like Sade, but a few weeks ago I made beats that sounded like Avant, or something that Tyrese would get on. So it really just depends on my mood, but for the most part, soulful music. So.
Okay. So like when you make your beats, so what made you start making beats? Was it couldn't? Because most people make beats because they can't afford to buy beats. Because I know that's how I used to do it. I couldn't afford to buy them, so I like learned Fruity Loops and learn how to do beats. But like certain beats, people use a lot of instruments, and I know for like basically R&B and neo soul type songs, you use a lot of instruments. So is it like, do you still follow that formula and use a lot of different instruments like horns, saxophones, leads, bass, a lot of drum patterns, or do you just keep it simple with like a sound and like something like that, or do you like let me know? Because like I try to not categorize myself when I make beats too. I try to go all out with it, or like add a bunch of instruments instead of the basic like trapped out type beats, stuff like that. I try to like actually add instruments to like make it actually sound like a live band playing, basically. You know what I'm saying? So like how that process worked with you, and how did you get to that process? Because I know at the beginning, like when did you start making beats?
So I didn't know that I was beat making when I was in high school, making instrumental jazz CDs for my mom. But that was before you could really get Pro Tools or FL Studios or anything on the computer. I had like Audacity, and I just liked playing the keyboard. So I used to make her jazz CDs. I didn't know that's what I was doing back then, but I didn't officially start beat making with an actual DAW until maybe 2016. And the whole reason I started is because I was going to studios and some of the producers were weird and they were uncomfortable. And now I know that's like the industry is just the industry. Right. Back then, I'm a little country girl. I didn't like that. And then on top of that, I couldn't find beats that really catered to my sound. And I know that I had an older sound because of what I grew up listening to. So that's what made me start. But in regards to the process, I like catering to my mood. So depending on the kind of vibe of the song will depend on how many instruments I use. I love trumpets in my songs. I love electric guitars. I try to make sure the kick is simple. I love open hi-hats and just airy sound. So I'll put reverb on stuff that people usually wouldn't, just to make it a wide feel experience.
I got you.
Jeez, you got that vibe music. That's why when I seen the clip on Instagram and I was listening to it, and I was like, and like so coincidence because Currency video in the back. That's why I was like, I hear Currency on this track. Like it's just that vibe. It's just vibe music. That's why I was like, oh yeah, I mess with it. I like that.
It's funny you say that because one of the guys I was friends with many years ago, he was laughing because he told me he remembered when I used to sing over Currency type beats. Like I would type in on YouTube Currency type beats and just sing and freestyle over them. And now it's like probably part of the reason I have that vibe.
You see, man, Currency, if you're out there, you're watching this, listen to this, man, look, reach out, man. I'm telling you, she got that vibe music. Don't sleep, man. Come on.
He didn't start in music, but my boyfriend did a really cool shoot with me back when he was trying to help me like get out of my shell. And I tagged Currency in the caption because I used one of his lyrics. And not long after, I was driving to his house and I was like, Spitter. and in my notifications, and then I opened it up and he was just showing love to the picture. So he hasn't reached out music wise. That would be amazing, but he definitely is.
We gotta make that happen because I think that would be dope. Like for real, that would be dope.
That would be so cool.
Hey man, I ain't nothing off limits. I bet you can happen if you want it to happen. So you can happen.
Yeah. Yes.
This clip is going out on Instagram, and we're gonna tag and we're gonna tag and we're gonna tag because it's gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
So how does the music come along? Like I know you say you got to be in a certain mood to make a certain beat, but how does it come when it comes to songwriting? Like what is the process when you're creating a masterpiece or a song? What is the process how does that start off?
So funny enough, I know if the beat is for me, if I can write to it immediately. If I can't write to it, I'll sell it. But if the melody comes to me very quickly, which usually happens as long as I stay in my box. So, I'll be making the beat, maybe just the melody. And I'm like, ooh, let me add this bass line. And then I'm like, and next thing I know, I'm writing. And usually I try to write it and re-sing it until I can, memorize it for the most part. But for me, songwriting is really easy. I'm working on an EP with my mentor, and with him, it's a little different because I'm not making the beats, and it's the first time I'm really letting someone else make beats for me. But what I've done with him is just write as if I'm writing poetry and then bring all my songs to him, and we just pick which beat works with which song. So songwriting.
Okay. That sounds like an easy process to get songs. Yeah. Because like I know how for rappers or like even any musicians, I know it's like beat, hook, verse, next, beat, verse. But I know like it's different when you're singing because you gotta do like your cadence got to be a certain way, your background vocals, have the bridge right. And
you so R&B is like you know all about the R&B stuff. How you spitting it. So you're R&B singing now.
I try. Listen. I prepared for this damn this interview. So I can't sing, but I can sing.
Okay,
I can't do nothing. I can sing.
No.
I can harmonize. I can't hold shit. Cause sometimes I'll be sounding like I can sing, and then sometimes I'd be like, "You sound pretty horrible, sir." But say it again.
That takes honesty. Most people who can't sing loud, and they always want to sing. Like, so I appreciate the honesty.
That's me all day. So before we continue the interview, I gotta hear the voice. Always, if you're not scared, you gotta get a note. You gotta hit.
I say she ain't scared. I don't think she's scared.
You gotta hit a note. You gotta hit a verse from a song recorded. You gotta hit something. I gotta hear. You know what I'm saying? It's different when you hear on the internet. You're like, is that really her? So it'd be you're live on the spot. You know what I'm saying? So let's hit something. Let's hit something.
I don't know. I guess I'll just freestyle something.
Oh, you even have the freestyle. If you want to even, do a real song and just sing that. Cause it don't have to be you don't have to. If you got in mind. Yeah, I'll put you on the spot.
Got shot. I don't know what to say, but I'm singing for you. I don't know what to say, but I'm singing for you. I'm singing for you. I don't know what to say, but I sing for you.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't know what to say. I'm singing.
Y'all are funny. Yeah.
I can't sing, but I can try to.
If I had the button.
Nigga, fuck you. Trying to cut me off, cuz. Well, anyway, let's get back to the interview. All right.
Man.
So do you have any like previous projects out now? Or did you ever drop a project? Or is there any?
Yeah. So I just dropped, I remastered an older single that I did a year ago and dropped it yesterday called Wrong. It's kind of disco-like, but it still has that R&B feel due to the bass line. And then maybe like a week or two before, I dropped For It, which is another single, kind of like the 90s vibe. And then I dropped a B-tape right around the same time. It's a small B-tape, but it has like a nostalgic feel. It's called Nostalgia. And then, of course, the other songs were for early this year.
Okay.
Quite a few songs out there.
All right, cool. All right, let's go back a little bit. When did you start taking music seriously? How old were you? And what made you say, "Hey, I want to do this for real. This is what I want to do. I'm going to grind my ass off until I get where I need to be, until I reach my goal." When did that start?
Honestly, not until I moved to Atlanta. So all my siblings live here, and I was visiting my older sister a lot just because I wanted to get away from South Carolina. You know, I love where I'm from, but it's slow and
Right.
a lot going on, especially for the creative community. So I remember visiting her a lot during the summer, and she was like, "Why don't you just move?" And I was like, "Well, why would I do that? I have a good job." She's like, "'Cause you're an artist, move." And so I stacked my money and I moved. And even when I moved in 2017, I don't think I took it as seriously as I could because I wasn't willing to invest in it. And I was too afraid to perform. I did a few shows and I did a few like small, I wouldn't say, but like songs in my bedroom. But, you know, the room wasn't treated. I didn't have a professional mic. I had a USB mic. And so I think I truly took it seriously maybe 2 years ago when I really like took my money and was like, okay, I need to invest in better studio equipment. I need to learn vocal exercises. I need a mentor. I need to market myself. What is my brand? What do I want people to think of and feel when they hear my music? And so probably 2 years ago.
Okay, that's what's up. Shit, because most people like I thought you was originally from Atlanta, so you moved to Atlanta from South Carolina. Okay, cool. 2017. I moved there in 2016. Yeah, I'm from Louisiana. I lived with this bear dude. Yeah, let me sleep on his couch because like we do film and like we was doing movies and stuff. So like at that time it was rough because like ever since I moved, I never shot a film yet. So it's like
Yeah, she said, but we did.
Yeah. We shot 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know the process. Like when you trying to like when you first move, and I know it's hard to like actually get everything in order and like make sure you got your living space together before you can like actually invest in yourself and still be good to do things you need to do in order to take care of yourself and your career. So, you know, hats off to you for doing that because most people, you know, wouldn't take that leap of faith. And like most people wouldn't even try to take that leap of faith. Like you said at the beginning, you was like, why would I move? I got a good job. But
Right.
that don't mean nothing when you want a career.
Exactly.
Like a job is you making other people rich, but a career, you setting yourself up, your family up, and everything.
And that's what I did. I told him, I said, man, get out of here and let's come, leave Louisiana, come to Georgia. And that's what he did. Just talk, trying to set everything up and be like, look, bro, you ain't got the most money in the world. Listen, I got a couch. Nobody sleep on it. Get your stuff situated and do what you need to do to get your own place. And now, you know, we doing the podcast thing now, but, you know, sooner or later, we're going to get back into the movie. But, you know.
Yeah, we do a lot of
that's good.
Yeah, we do a lot of things. Like I manage an artist. Well, we both manage an artist. He out of Nashville. He raps. We do a lot of shit. Like
podcasts. We got other podcasts that we run. It's a lot.
We do a lot. But, you know, it's not about us right now. It's about you.
Yeah, it's about
Oh, that's love. That's real friendship. A lot of people don't have people that they can depend on to help them expand. You know, some people don't want you to surpass them, so they won't help you. So that's love. Kudos to y'all working together.
Oh, thank you. Because it's hard to come by people that actually, go
Genuine people.
Genuine does actually do stuff for you and not look at you for like a burden or be like, hey, nigga, you owe me this. Like, it's hard.
Right.
Too many people do that. But, cool, man. You blessed to have good friends. You know what I'm saying? So, but it didn't fuck that nigga. But
why you see what I'm saying? I'm still a good friend. I ain't even gonna let that, it's all good.
That's how we talk.
Yeah, that is no.
But since being in Atlanta, like, have you ran across any people in the music industry?
Celebrities, music producers. I know you've been in like other studios out there. A lot of people.
I'm sorry, they didn't have to be celebrities. They can just be like in the music industry. Have you networked with, certain producers? But I know, like you said at the beginning, got a lot of fugazi people out here who just try to, be.
It's like,
yeah. But like, have you ran across some credible people to help you, like, genuinely with your music?
Yeah, I've been very fortunate. So when I first got here, I was not ready. I was so nervous and I was not used to city life. So I was easily intimidated by the people I met. I went to several studios because my sister, who does film, she is a film director, and of course she writes her movies and all that. She used to do music. And so when she realized, okay, you moved, I'm proud of you, here, meet these people. And so when I met them, I wasn't ready and everything was moving so fast. They were trying to tell me what my brand was. Oh, be like Maya, be like Aaliyah. And I'm like, that's not my brand. I love those artists, but that's not. I realized that some of the people I met wanted me to be too sensual. And I'm like, listen, that's not my brand. There's certain things I'm just not going to do in my music. And there's certain things I'm not going to do as a person. So I met people and kudos to them for what they tried to do, but no. I met more credible people, I want to say, in the last year and a half. There's so many really good musicians in Atlanta that are not big yet, and they deserve to be. So, I mean, it's gotten to the point where if I needed to do a gig tomorrow, there are really credible musicians that I can call, and out of the strength and the love that we have for each other, they'll be like, all right, what's the song? I'll practice it. I'll pull up. But in regards to like professional people, I think the most credible connect I made is my mentor, Duke. I met him through another producer from Tech Genius. And when I say he doesn't want anything from me but to see me succeed, like, he's never been weird. He's always been respectful. He doesn't withhold information. He knows that I produce and engineer as well. And instead of him like trying to keep information from me, he's like, try this. Have you ever done this to your voice? When you produce, make sure you do this. Don't sign these kind of contracts. Let me hear you push. You need to do that again because you need to enunciate. Like, he's so thorough with me. And then, I don't know, I just run into people sometimes and it works. There's like 3 new rappers that I met who are so good, like on some Kendrick Lamar level good. And you would think they would have like 3 million followers or all these resources to use, but they don't. So I'm trying to work with them so we can put our stuff together and really push the brand out. But honestly, Atlanta has like dozens and I think thousands of artists and producers you can link up with out here.
Facts.
Yeah. That's good to hear when somebody you got somebody like that, like your mentor, that not stopping you. He suggests things, but he is more what you want to do. He just guiding you to like, I want success, man, because that you remind me of us, because just like the artists that we're working with, we don't want no money, no nothing, no fame, nothing. Don't even shout us out. We just want to help you from whatever we know, for knowledge that we know, and help you get to that success. And then whatever else, then, you know what I'm saying? If you forget us, it's like, God bless still, but it's like, we just want to help. That's it. Yeah. So that's good to hear. Man, you got somebody like that.
Yeah, I want something eventually. I want something eventually. Just,
Man, yeah, everybody wants something. But I'm just saying, like you
I know
can't,
what you mean. Like we're not looking for that. We're not looking for that.
Yeah,
We're not like saying, hey, we're gonna help you because we know we're gonna get some money off you. Nah, we genuinely want to help you. We genuinely want to see you succeed. We genuinely want you to be something. I know what he means. I was joking, but like, you know, certain people MOs be different, but you know, I was not. Like we really put stuff we can really do for each other to the side to help other people just because we want them to succeed. And like, that's like a gift and a curse at the same time because it slows down our process, but we know what we're capable of. So we don't mind stopping our process in order to help somebody else in order for them to succeed. It's like, it's like I said, it's a gift and a curse, but it is what it is. People go through it and we still here. So, but besides that, as far as like working with other artists, like, do you have standards of who you would and would not work with, or are you willing to work with anybody? So if like somebody came up to you and like was super dope, but it don't fit your music, whatever word they use, like balance, whatever you know.
you gotta say like damn, somebody was in my mind, like one of the rappers, but like somebody that's like they talk about murder, kill. That's not your vibe. That you
Soldier, I want to do a song with you. You're like, hey, mama, what's happening? Look, I got this hot new song out right now. You know what I'm saying? Let's work. You know what I'm saying? Look, I give you 5 stacks. You know what I'm saying? All I want you to do is just harmonize on that beat. You feel me? Like hit a beat, and the beat is like boom, 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 boom. Soldier, boom, boom. She go sing. She go boom, boom, boom. Would you do it?
No.
She like no, straight up.
That happens all the time. Like when I say all the time, back when I was in South Carolina, Savannah's really close. And it's funny, I used to do hooks for like anybody that wanted a hook. And I was on songs that was like murder, pow, pow, pow. That's cool. I probably like your song, but now I know my brand. And it's not even like any shade to them. If an artist like Currency was like, can you sing a hook? For sure. That's technically
that's your level. Yeah, I got you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not just because he's him. I like his samples. I like the beats. You know, they're jazzy. I'm a jazzy artist. So if the rapper was able to, you know,
at your style,
you know, kind of build the song into a jazzy type vibe, cool. But for the most part, no. I'll tell people like, yo, this is hard, but it's not really my style. I can't vibe with it. I'm sorry. But I have been on some player songs, you know, that you wouldn't necessarily think I would be on, but I'm pretty sure the beat was fire. So,
so besides that, like even if the beat fire and the artist whack, you still ain't jumping on it?
No. I will still be like, I appreciate you reaching out. I really do.
Respectfully.
But you know, this isn't quite my thing. And it's no love lost. It's probably people who think I sound terrible. Who cares? I just don't want to put my brain on just anything, you know, like, no.
Gotcha. All right. So being a female in a predominantly male-dominated industry, and you said you're in a relationship, how does your boyfriend deal with the industry that you're in?
Yeah.
Man, he is so cool. I have had boyfriends that could not handle me before I was even taking it that seriously. And, you know, before I really took it seriously, I was modeling and they could not handle it. And
oh, trust me, I know I couldn't handle it either. My wife.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. There are a lot of weird. I don't want to say that. That's so derogatory. There are men that are really forward out here. Okay, I get it. That's cool. But I'm about my business. And so one thing that kind of saves me trouble is I do have like a tomboy way about me. So when I speak to you and you're not my man, you know you're not my man. It's very obvious. But on top of that, I come ready to work. Like, all right, so what's going to happen? He is also a creator. He is a videographer and a photographer. So he understands how it goes. And most times he's with me. So if I'm at a studio session, if he's not there, he's checking in. And I make sure I don't work with people that I think would try me up. But he's so cool about everything. Like, I don't know how to explain it besides that. He's just super supportive. He wants to be in the mix. He knows that men are men, but he trusts me, and he knows that I'm just not with that. Like,
that's my real shit. That's all that should matter. As long as you know where to stop it, where to park it, and where to break it, then you ain't got nothing. But yeah, like
For real though.
skirt, like
It's not is I know it's hard. It's more hard for the women because like like for us being married and we're talking to different women, I don't think our wives have no issue because it's like it's not too many women like that's like being forward to us, like yeah, like being flirtation is not it's more like you said, it's more men being towards that with women are being like more forward and all of this and stuff. So it's like I don't know why, like y'all just men stop just being weird. Just like regardless how she look, yes, but she's talented. And if she come to work, she coming to do music.
Yeah.
Like so.
Yeah. I will say I haven't had weird instances in the past year, honestly. Since I think with me being more serious and showing that I'm serious, I get excited when men, especially men who have never seen me before or never really talked to me or don't know that I'm working all the time, hit me up in my DMs and like, yo, like I love your sound. Like I want to download your music. What's the link? It came from, ooh, girl, like you finna be my girl. Like, what's good? Can I take like to like, yo, you produced that? And that's when I get really excited because that's a stepping stool, like respecting a woman for production and engineering. It's not just, oh, you sound pretty or you sing pretty or you look good. Like, yo, this is a bop. Can I buy this? Like, that's a come up to me.
And salute your boyfriend, checking in, making sure you good. Cause it's not too many of them. They be like, babe, go do your thing. I don't give a damn. That's good. You gotta check in, man. No, for real. Like you gotta just make sure you woman good. Like these niggas out here crazy, bro. Like
you can trust you, but you can't trust these niggas.
You can't. There you go.
Niggas don't care. They'll do it. They don't care. So shit.
Straight up.
But I'm sorry. Go ahead. Are you just gonna say something?
No, I said no for real.
Okay. Okay. All right. So besides that, all right. In this, what do you look? Do you hope to get signed, or do you want to stay on the independent track? Would you like the machine behind you, or would you rather just build your brand and your label and your independentness and build from that and make the labels come to you as business partners? Or would you rather have that machine behind you and invest in you and you pay that back and you just build from that?
Ooh.
Makes sense.
According to Duke, you really make more money and have a longer standing career as an independent artist as long as you are able to financially support yourself and you can build a solid fan base. But I already have a label. So if you go to any of my songs on the platforms, you'll see it listed as Jaszy Shavers LLC as my recording label. So because I do everything myself, I said, why not? What do I need them for?
Straight up,
so, that's just what it is.
True. So
you
would
yourself more money.
Yeah, but like, even though, you wouldn't build that partnership, even with the label came at you just for like a distribution deal, or like they'll give you this huge ass advance that you don't have to pay back, but they get your sales, like certain percentage of your stream and stuff like that. All right, for example, let me just test you. Just give you an example. Okay, I'm a major label, and hey Jazzy, love the music, love it. The whole sound, it's Neil. I don't even know what to call it. I know there's a name for it, but I don't know what to call it. You know what I mean? I just think it's incredible. But look, down to business. We want to sign you. Not matter of fact, we didn't even want to sign you. We want to work out a partnership. We want to do an 80-20 split. 80% goes to you, of course. You like how that sound, doesn't it? There it is. 80% goes to you. But we're going to give you a check right now. I mean, it's yours. It's for whatever you need. $5 million. $5 million. Everyone needs $5 million. There you go. For you. But under these little guidelines, we get 80% of all streams. You get 20%. We get 80% of all streams until we get that $5 million back. But you still get the $5 million. You don't have to pay it back, but we get that $5 million some way, somehow. I'm just trying. The label wouldn't tell you that, but your lawyer would have to tell you that. But I'm just saying that's how they try to get people. So, but you still get the $5 million, but that $5 million, basically, you can do your videos, your marketing, all that's for you. Whatever you do with it is up to you. If you buy you a house and spend it all on Louis, Gucci, Fendi, Prada, and floss and look good and do all that, and like you're not marketing yourself the right way, because you can easily take that $5 million and turn it to 20.
That's
especially if the label coming at you and giving you that much money, they know they see something. They know they can make that money back. So we just
nah. I guess because for me it's a principle. Like if I'm independent and they're coming to me, I'm doing all the work. Like it's not like I'm just singing else's beat, someone's writing songs. Like I am in here for hours writing the music, singing it, mixing it, mastering it. Like all of that is me. And so even though $5 million is very appealing, and I sure know how to hustle some money, I could probably flip it. No, you're not going to get 80% of what I do. Like for that, I might as well hire other people to do it for me, Plus, I would talk to Duke, and I know Duke would be like, "Are you crazy? What?"
Think about it. So if they offering you $5 million, you got to be worth more than that.
That's a fact.
Like you could. This is the thing. I know a guy that he was so excited about writing for like major artists that he settled with $30,000, but didn't read his contract, and the contract basically said he couldn't write for anyone else. So $30,000 is really not a lot.
That ain't shit.
So much more. Like a big time artist could come at any time and want something from you and offer you twice that. Or your music could take off at any time and then you're worth $30 million. But because you signed off, you screwed. No, I'm straight. I'm cool.
So he signed off writing music for an artist for $30,000, and that's it. And he don't get paid. Like if the artist, he writes a song for artists and the streams come back, he don't get money. That's it. The 30 racks. That's it. That's all he get.
I don't know the details. I just know he was kind of upset because he was like,
can't write for nobody else. He was upset at that.
Yeah, and that's scary.
Yeah, it is messed up.
Yeah, that's messed up because he could be like, write a song for that person, for that artist. They hear it, that song, blows up, and then you got big time artists like, oh, this and that, and be like, oh, this is the person that wrote the song, this and that, and be like, it could be a Beyonce, be like, I want you to do a song, and this man can't do it because he signed a contract.
Exactly.
Pay attention, man. Just pay attention.
Better buy that contract shit. Catch me with some bullshit like that. Be like, hey, how much to buy this contract? You better give $30,000 back. Shit, Beyonce just gave me 80. Here you go.
Exactly. Anything can happen. Like the way the music industry moves and just networking, your life can change overnight. You feel me? So no, that I can't do that. That's no.
Yeah, that's man.
So would you even consider writing songs for other artists?
I would, but I like making beats for other artists more than writing for other artists. I try to keep, the goods for myself.
I got
so now, just like you're saying, I know you go off of your vibes, but like if they're telling you like I wanna work with you, like they tell you their story to you, and then you just write it in the form of what they told you. Like, would you still do that, or you be like, I'd rather just do the beats, produce, and all of that?
Yeah, I would do that if it was their story and their experience. Yeah, and I told you songwriting for me is pretty easy, so that wouldn't be a problem. Just sharing my stories and letting someone else sing them, I just don't think they would do it justice the way I would.
Yeah, you know what you like. If when you write it, you know what you like. How it's gonna sound and this and that. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, I would. Like I love to write music. I just can't get people to sing it. So it's like I got this song. You want to hear it? Be like, nah, really. Like it's good. Like, can you sing? I'll be like, nah. But I know you can sing it good though. But I have a ex there. We like write a lot of songs, make a lot of songs, and like just got to go in the studio one day and just have like
and just waste time, like, cause
kill, just like do all kind of demos and just sell them motherfuckers. Cause like shit, we got some shit. It just ain't got time. Well, we got time. But speaking of that, let's bring back to another question. Hours, how much time do you put into your career? Because I know we all have bills and stuff, and we all have, I don't know if you actually work or not, but if you do, like, how much time out the day after you take care of your priorities do you put into your music?
So every day is different. There's some days I'm in here until the point where I have like hearing fatigue, and I'm like, okay, anything I listen to is not going to sound right after that. And there's some days where I don't, like past week, I haven't worked on anything until today. And then there's some days where I'm in the studio, like one week we were in the studio, my studio and other people's studios every day for like 7 days straight. So it just depends, but I'm a full-time artist now. So fortunately I have the time to put in. If I wanted to just lock myself in the studio and make every day I could, it's just, I want to make sure that I balance, my life. So for the most part, if I feel like making music, I'm getting here and maximize on that vibe. And if I feel like I haven't made music in a while, but I'm not in the mood, I'll study other people's music so that when I do get in there, I'm in the right like headspace. But there's no like set time.
Okay, that makes sense. So like, as far as I know you told me this at the beginning, but like your inspiration is mostly like you like listening to old R&B, like 90s R&B, and like, do you go back further than that? Do you go like to the 80s, the 70s, and like listen to like Patti LaBelle, Jade, any like Luther Vandross, Aretha Franklin, all these.
I don't know if you said it, but Sade, I feel like you like, cause Sade is like a vibe, and I think, you know what I'm saying, like you give off that vibe music. So,
oh, thank you. That's
like real. I don't know. It's just me. Like I grew up, like my mom would listen to Sade and stuff like that. So it's like I kind of like grew into. I like all the other stuff, but it's like I like vibe music that just like I could just ride to and just or like I just want to just chill around the house and like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you need that vibe music. So, and Sade is one. So I that's to me, you like give off that type like that Sade.
I appreciate that. I love old music and not just 90s, even though 90s, I should have been an adult in the 90s because I feel like I would have.
Sound like my wife.
But my parents. But no, I love Sade. I'm a bigger Anita Baker fan, like bigger than Sade. A big Anita Baker fan. I love classic jazz. So John Coltrane, Najee, Miles Davis is my favorite jazz artist. And I just love anything that has soul to it. So there's a lot of bands and songs that I didn't know I knew until you hear it and you're like, oh yeah, I remember this. But yeah, I like older R&B way before what's coming out now. Because honestly, people are just resampling what already was out.
Yeah.
And back in the day, I felt like music had so much emotion to it. You'd be crying, smoking a cigarette, listening to it, so happy that you just want to dance all day. Or you felt like love. Like back then, women really sang about love like it was the only thing on earth. And that's why I like that vibe. Plus, artists like Marvin Gaye, who could get in the studio, lay down, record, and be like, I need the trumpets louder. The strings, we're going to take that down a notch. Like, that's real artistry. So, yeah, it doesn't matter how far back, I'll listen to it as long as it has some soul to it.
You're not going to say Michael Jackson?
No, Lord.
Michael Jackson's a legend. He's a legend, but he's just not what I would sit and
Right. I understand.
Kudos to him, but I'm more of like a Eric Benet, like I said,
Maxwell.
Oh yeah, definitely like early Maxwell or Common before he was.
Talk too much. Yeah.
Wait, what'd you say about Common?
Got a lot in common.
So I hear you saying that you like, soul music, something like that. Have you been to New Orleans? Like, you like the jazz stuff? Because like I know like certain places, I don't know now, but because we from Louisiana, but I don't know if Sayso went, but I never went to like a jazz club in New Orleans. But for what I watch on TV and documentaries, like is that real jazz, trumpet, like the real instruments, stuff like that. So I don't if you ever like visit New Orleans or going to, because you like jazz, and that's like one of the places like that music come from there.
I would love to. I haven't really been a lot of places. The only time I've seen like a true jazz concert was when I studied abroad in Europe. And I can't even remember the name of the band, but it was a band that played in London. But I would love to go to New Orleans and eat some Cajun food. Where I'm from, we love like Low Country boils and scallops and crab legs and butter. And I feel like I've heard New Orleans has all of that plus more. Like I would love that.
Wrong. New Orleans.
They got it. They got it. It just where we from is we don't consider New Orleans the best, because where we live at, where we from that's where it's at. But everybody look at it because New Orleans is big, and nobody look at where we from. They don't look at ours like ain't nobody coming to it. They look at New Orleans because New Orleans is big and it's the city, so that's why. But
I didn't.
They got certain things like they seafood because where they at. It's like they get it fresh, so that's understood. So the seafood is, but you gotta come where we from. That's where the food is.
Let me know, because I love food. Let me know.
So yeah. So you tell your boyfriend y'all need to plan a trip, go to New Orleans, and so you could hear some live jazz music and stuff like that. And hopefully you could drive 2 hours where we from and eat some real good food. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying.
You should.
2 hours?
2 hours where we from, where we live at. Yeah, where we from?
From Atlanta.
No.
Oh, I was gonna say, let's go. Like,
but that's what, 6 hours to get to?
Yeah, 6 from Georgia to New Orleans is 6 hours, but from Lafayette, where I'm at right now, is 8 hours from Georgia.
Ooh.
But I'm 2 hours away from New Orleans.
Okay. Yeah.
But you should definitely visit New Orleans because there's a lot of, you're very, very inspired by the jazz culture and the music culture, definitely, because of different sounds and even like stuff you probably never heard of, you might be intrigued by, because there's a lot of different sounds, from a cup to a stick to like a washing board.
You could them little kids that be on Bourbon Street playing the drums and stuff, and you could be like, you're soaking up because you're an artist, like, you know what I'm saying? You're like, man, let me listen to this and I could take this back, and you could go down the street and somebody blowing the trumpet or doing a trombone, like it sounds out there. So I think you would like. I think y'all would like if y'all take that trip. I think y'all would like that.
That sounds so inspiring. Like,
Yep, and you'll see Currency because he's always in.
Yes, he's on Canal. You will see. Matter of fact, he has a building on Canal Street, if I'm not mistaken, and you will see his cars and everything. They'll be hanging out and stuff. So most likely you'll run across him. So it would be dope, man. That would be dope.
I sure would love to go.
You boyfriend like, God damn it, these guys telling him, like, hey man, I'm telling you.
Laughing. You probably say, okay.
Okay. Anyway, Ms. Jazzy, so where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Man. In the next 5 years, I should have a crazy catalog, especially since I have all the resources now. I should have a crazy catalog, a music catalog. I want to start a clothing boutique. I really want to have, like, you know how there's certain artists like Party Next Door. You hear a beat and you're like, that's Party Next Door. I want to have that kind of brand where people hear certain sounds and they know that's jazzy. Like, oh, like my producer Ted, like, oh, that's jazzy. That's what 5 years. Of course, I want to be even more full-time with my music to the extent that it becomes almost like a passive income and I can just invest in other business ideas. But I want to live in, I don't know, an area where I'm peaceful. I want to make sure that I'm not worried about how much things cost. You know, I just want to create and be free and happy and eat a lot.
Girls like to eat.
Oh yeah, love it.
Man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You go to New Orleans, you probably ain't gonna want to come back. You be like, shit.
For
I'm about
real.
to eat. I'm about to grub. I'm about to eat. So,
But before we get to the FOH of the week, what would you tell an artist that's coming up? You know, what would you give the advice of him? Like, they just starting up. They don't, you know, they see some people get screwed. There's people doing this and that. Like, they don't have no direction. What would you give advice to that artist coming up?
Utilize as many free resources as possible. So when I was starting out, like when I was in high school, YouTube wasn't used for the tutorials it's used for today. Like, you couldn't just look up how to build a couch or you just couldn't do it. So now YouTube has so many ways for you to learn music theory, for you to learn different DAWs, for you to learn how to sing if you never sang before, for you to learn marketing. I would say use all the free resources. I read a lot of books that helped me with my marketing, and I'm still reading and still studying. And just do it. Just do it. At this point, all you can do is learn from your mistakes. Just do it. Create as much as you can, and don't try to like sell yourself. Just create. And fortunately, there's a niche for everybody, and someone's bound to hear you, and then they're going to share it, and they're going to share it. So yeah, just practice, study, create. Period. Don't let anything else, because there's going to be people that say it's stupid to do music or it's oversaturated, and it is oversaturated. But so, what does that mean? Like
shit like that.
That's facts.
Shit like that.
it don't matter. Everything oversaturated shit. You can't. Everything's oversaturated. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. You know.
That is true.
God's plan for everybody, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, regardless of how long it takes. So even if you're agitated, but if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. So you know, sweat it. You know what I'm saying? Little young bucks out there. You know what I'm saying? You can do what you want, when you want, how you want, whenever you want. Put God first, and He'll take care of the rest. You know what I'm saying?
Amen, amen, brother. Amen, brother. Preaching this.
He's right. He's right.
Church. But you know, Miss Jazz, you know that we appreciate you for giving us the time to interview you, and we wish you the best of luck. Not luck. We wish you the best. Whatever you do, whenever you do it, don't forget about us when you get famous. You're always welcome back. Keep up whatever genre of music. I still don't know what to categorize you at.
Man, call it vibe music, man. You hear me?
I can't call it vibe music because like it get like
I know you don't have no category, whatever, categorize, whatever. But it's vibe music, damn it.
Vibe music. It's just
shit.
Like that's dope because
man, let's get to the FOH, man.
All right. Okay, Ms. Jazz, what we usually do before we end the podcast, we have a fuck out of here of the week. With that being said, with something going on in your life or somebody pissed you off, somebody did you anything, we give them the fuck out of here. We usually say, yo, man, fuck my job. Didn't kiss my ass. I ain't going back. I'm rich. And be like,
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here. Dang.
It is.
That annoys me. Okay, so I feel like I make it really clear on my page what I do, you know, between posts and just my bio that says I'm a musician. People will like and comment under a video where I'm singing and then DM me, the same person, and like, so what do you do? And it drives me crazy because I'm like, well, what do you need? Or like producers won't even really look at the page. They'll just see on the bio what it says and be like, yeah, I'm going to sing you beats, or these beats cost this much. And I'm like, I don't need beats. And I clearly am a musician. So what do you mean? What do I do? It just drives me crazy. So that's the only thing I can think of right now that really grinds my gears. But Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
I heard what she said. It's in the bio. Don't be commenting all that spam shit. It's in the DMs asking what the fuck I do. What the fuck going on?
It's
like,
in the bio, people. God damn.
Yeah. I'm singing all over the page. I'm singing all over the page. Come on.
Sheesh.
Yep.
Man.
My fuck out of here the week. It goes to my job as usual. I don't know what's going on, but we got a new owner, but it's the same owner, and like it's the owner's owner. It's his buddy, his partner.
Oh.
Partner is the owner, so we're still working for the same conjunction. Is like, so the pay is going to be the same, and everybody else with the other contract are happy because they're getting a raise, but I got to stay with the bullshit. So you know, yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Tripping. Mm-mm.
Lord have mercy. Well, mine's go to his job because I don't have nobody. His job always giving him problems. So yeah, man, Blake's job. Here you go.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Sheesh.
Right, the last one. Okay. Y'all, I really appreciate y'all for this.
No problem.
We appreciate you for coming by, man. You know, it's all love.
Yeah, to respond to my, DM and what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Thank you for being, working with us and stuff like that. Because I know I told you one time we had to switch it, but yeah.
It's all good.
All good with you. Well, Miss Jazzy, we appreciate you for stopping by. Let's give Miss Jazzy a round of applause. And we're going to keep it real gutter and 100 and say that
Shit like that. Shit like that.
happens every day and other stuff doesn't happen. So, but man,
Hey.
like I said before, much success, whatever, with your music. And like, do you have any videos out?
I have an older video to like the first time I really got traction, Kingdom, but I feel like I was so young in it, or it looks like I'm so young. I just did a cover video. I redid Sade's Smooth Operator, but I made it kind of like hip hoppy.
Yeah, I seen it.
So that's like the recent thing, but we are going to work on some new visuals as I drop some new music. I'm excited because the beats I made today, I would work on them if I didn't have plans tonight, but they're really soulful and airy and sensual. So we're, thinking about pulling something together for it, something different than what I have already, So keep
Man, tell the people what to go find your music, tell them everything.
Okay. So you can get access to everything, my YouTube, my Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, and Apple Music via my website, jazzyshavers.com. But if you're on Instagram already, Jaszy Shavers, and everything's linked together. So
There it is, y'all. There it is. There it is.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Well, with that being said, we appreciate you again for the 18th time he's saying that before we get out of here.
I saw it on his face, like, okay.
Hey, this
Thank
dude.
you again. Thank you again. And in the meantime, between time, I'm the guy that never lies unless I have to say so.
And it should be today, DJ Troop.
And fuck out of here.
Peace.
Thank you, Jazz. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah. You know what it is. You know what it is. You know the after
pre-show, after show,
Damn.
after interview.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
When the next interview?
Just shout out Jazz and Teddy. Just you know what I'm saying. They just tag us in another post. You know what I'm saying, on Instagram. You know what I'm saying, all of that good stuff. You. You know what I'm saying. If you ain't know, but now you know. You know what I'm saying. Check out Jazz and Teddy, the interview with FOH Podcast. You know what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's all to tell. The dude that Marcus had posted, the one I put rest in peace, that was the cop that was trying to get on the show. The one that died, Rico.
Oh, dang.
That's That's why he didn't reach back like that. I didn't know he was.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, I went to middle school with us. Our age, my age. Yeah.
It looked like, well, I didn't know him. I was like, but I was like, he looked like, about our age. Damn, dog.
That was he used to be the cop. He was a cop. That's what I was trying to get him.
Damn.
Yep, it was him. What time next interview?
At 8, your time.
All right. Yeah, man. Stop recording.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, my bad.